Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to answer the ultimate question. If aliens touched down on Earth and we had to send one person to play a set of Ultimate for the entire fate of the world, who would it be? Now, I can't make a 10-minute video talking about just one person and I got bills to pay, so what we're going to be doing instead is making the perfect crew battle. 10v10, us versus the aliens. I'll be picking players off their recent performances, what matchup their characters cover, and general handsomeness. Let's get right into it. Also, a small disclaimer, I'm going to be limiting each character to only one rep, so you won't be seeing Akala and Pocket or Hurt and Apollo Kage, and the aliens are just going to have 10 Steves on their team. First things first, we have to talk about who the aliens might play. The only characters I would guarantee they would play are Steve, Sonic, Kazuya, Game Watch, and Raw because those characters are broken. I'm going to assume that the aliens are smarter than us and they're going to pick characters like Crom or Inkling, bad characters. Basically, any character in the top 35-ish is going to be who they're going to pick. And for reference, this is what my top 35 looks like. Please don't yell at me. So now that we have a rough basis for who the aliens are going to play, let's get into picking our players. The first three players are super easy picks, being the current top three in the world, Akala, Spargo, and Mia. Not only are these guys dominating the seed and pretty much uncontested for their top three titles, but the characters that they play are insanely useful in a crew battle. You have Akala on the Steve, which is fairly self-explanatory, but something else to note is that Akala also has an Aegis, Kazuya, and DK secondaries, which only help his stock, but realistically, we are picking him for the Steve. We're also going to pick Spargo for the Steve because you know for a fact that the aliens are going to have one, and Spargo also has a secondary Aegis if needed, and because of this reason, I'm not going to be picking Shuton further down the road, though I still want to mention it because I do think that he is the best Aegis, but the combo of Cloud Aegis is stronger than Olimar Aegis, at least for this crew battle. And finally, we're going to have Mia, who is locked into Game Watch since Akala is going to be on Steve. Mia is such a valuable player to have in a crew battle because he's probably the person who steamrolls people the hardest in the entire world. And in a crew battle, every single stock matters. The more you can steal, the better. With our first three picks, we've already have hard counters for Steve with Spargo and Rob with Mia, two of the scariest characters in the game, already countered. Next up, I'm going to be picking Light, and his entire purpose in this crew battle will be to take out Sonic. Sonic is such a scary character, especially in a crew battle, considering that he has the best edge guarding in the game and a ludicrous advantage state. We want him gone the second he gets out there, and who better than Light? The man with an 8-1 record versus Sonic. And to be honest, Sonic is surely superior. That was not a tongue twister, but whatever the aliens are cooking aren't going to be able to match the vibes of Carlos Sonics Perez. So I am confident that Light has our back on this one. And for that matter, I should just get it out of the way. We are for sure picking Sonics. Basically everything that I already mentioned for Sonic, but now on our side, this character loses no matchups and is broken, and people aren't talking about it enough, so we're just going to move on before I start rambling about this stupid character. Editing proof block, I forgot to mention that Sonic is also going to be our hard counter to Kazuya, giving him even more value to world than he already had, which was a lot. For our next player, we are going to be traveling to Europe, and I'm going to be limiting Europe to one player for the sake of drama entirely. Now, contrary to what most people may think, I am not going to be picking the King of Europe, and it's not because I'm still salty about Terra. It's not because of that. It's because Wario's main gimmick is going to be Waft, which is kind of useless in a crew battle. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure Gluto could get a Waft in if he's going up against an opponent with full stocks, but after Gluto loses one or two of his own, it's going to be incredibly difficult to live long enough to even build up a Waft, much less use it, and because of this reason, I'm going to be going with Bloom, which in itself is still a bit of a risky pick, and it's not risky because of Bloom in any way, more so Bayonetta and how that character operates. Basically, you're going to be dying at 50% or you're going to be dying at 150%. And there really isn't an in-between. Now, I'm picking Bloom as my bail because number one, he's the best one, and number two, Bloom is by far the best bail in the world at finding those middling kills without stealing the stock super early. Whether it be because of a smash attack read or a crazy edge guard, I know that Bloom will be able to steal some stocks for Team World. Something I haven't touched on in this video is co-mains and the value they bring to the crew battle. And outside of Spargo, we pretty much have a bunch of one tricks. For legal reasons, that's a joke because Bloom's Brawler is crazy. But we need some more diversity with these picks. Looking at the top 20 in the Lumi rank, the most prominent co-mains are going to be Tweak, Riddles, MKLeo, Shutone, T, and Zach Ray. And I'm going to throw Banham in there because, come on, we all know that guy is him. And once again, for the sake of drama, I'm only going to be picking two of these players. Right away, we have to make the choice between T and Riddles because I for sure want a Kazuya, and between the two Kazuyas, I would say that Riddles is the best one, but the deciding factor for me is which is getting more value from the secondary, the Pac-Man or the Terry. And to be honest, I'm leaning towards the Pac-Man. So, sorry Canada, no reps for us because even though Big D is insane, I'm definitely not picking Ice Climbers in a crew battle, and I already wrote in the script no more Canada, so sorry, ouch. The remaining combos are going to be Tweak with Diddy and Sephiroth, MKLeo with Joker and Violet, Shootone with Aegis and Olimar, Zachary with Pit and Rob, and Banham with Lucina Min Min. And just based off the characters, I gotta go with Banham. Min Min is so broken, and Lucina has an amazing spread that if there are no favorable matches for Min Min, you can easily send her in. So that does mean no Tweak, MKLeo, or Zachary, which I do admit feels weird, but also it's content, so whatever. Okay, so my next player is going to be Mutace, and the reason behind it is because he is insanely clutch. Like, the best player in the entire world in last stock, last hit scenarios, which is perfect for a crew battle because you gotta play each stock like it's your last, and considering the context, it kind of is. Peach also has a ridiculous damage output when the correct combos are hit, and assuming that Mute is playing well, which he will be in this context, he is gonna be hitting those combos. Mute is also a great choice for Steve, meaning that we can use Spargo against Game & Watch. With Mute being on the roster, we now have hard counters for all of the characters we are fairly sure are going to show up in this crew battle. And some honorable mentions before my final pick. I want to shout out Siski, Yara, Mars, Yoshidora, Kameme, Osimo, and Karama. There's no real reason that any of these players didn't make it on. Either just forgot to put them on and I already had my whole list, or their character just didn't really mesh well with the other ones. And our final player, I will be choosing pretty much solely off who they play. So far, we have Steve, Game & Watch, Cloud/Aegis, Fox, Sonic, Kazuya/Pac-Man, Min Min/Lucina, Bayonetta, and Peach. Of the characters in the top 35 that I have set for who the aliens are likely to pick from, we have counters for pretty much all of them. So a character with a solid matchup spread is what we're fishing for. We can still fit a snake or a wolf on our team, but I won't be doing that because there's too many snakes to choose from, and I won't be picking wolf because I already said Ouch couldn't be on the team. Sorry again. We could pick one of Tri-State's many top threats like Jackal, Quid, Zomba, BD Bean, or Debuzz, but I'm gonna have to pass. We could also pick up a hidden warrior from a lesser known region like Morocco, Yo, Dura, or Ferps, but I'm not gonna do that either, and I'm instead gonna go with my gut and pick Pikachu. That's right, our final addition to the crew battle is going to be Shiny Mark, because not only does Pika have a great matchup spread, but this character can evaporate stocks, and as I've already mentioned a couple times, that is quintessential in a crew battle. So there you have it. My 10 players to fend off the aliens and save the world are Akala, Spargo, Mia, Sonics, Light, Proto Bonham, T, Mutace, Shiny Mark, and Bloom Forever. These are some of the best Ultimate has to offer, and I know they would do the world proud and keep us safe. I thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm curious what 10 players you would have chosen to protect the Earth, and please leave a comment down below. The support has been absolutely unreal as of late. Be sure to sub, all that yada yada, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!